Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today. Hello everyone, we're going to be looking at the biotech sector today, IBB, XBI, LABU, and LABD. Daily, weekly, and we'll check out some hourly as well. So we had a double top. We had the high of, this is IBB daily, 299.49 up to 299.25, a lower high, double top, and certainly my opinion that the tweet from Hillary timing was orchestrated with that double top and a very clear bearish move, triggering all kinds of stop losses and computerized trading, leading to big time dump. Now we had a bullish bounce at the end of the day Thursday, and we kept that 200-day moving average support, closing right at that level, and then the bulls showed up a little bit on Friday, regaining that lower Bollinger Band as support, but not seeing much follow through to the upside. So Monday is going to be a pretty important day for the biotech sector, and you can see when the range of the days gets tighter and tighter, you can use that range of the previous day. So on Monday, we'll use the range of Friday to indicate a short-term break. And looking for an example right here on the daily chart of where that occurred, and we can see, let's use right here. So we had on August 10th a range. The next day within that range, the following day had a bullish break to the upside. It was only by 16 cents, but look at that follow through the next day. There's your bullish indication. So a tight range, a clear bullish break. Here's another one. A tight range, tighter and tighter, bullish break and upside. So we're going to be looking at the low, 282.55. If we break that level, we're looking back down to the low of Thursday, 278.90. And if we get a bullish break of 287.84, we'll be looking at the high of Wednesday, the high of Thursday, 289.09. So the bulls are doing a good job of defending that 200-day moving average. And the weekly chart shows us, I was looking for a bullish break because of this normal healthy consolidation, decreasing volume, riding that 50-week moving average support, normal consolidation after a big 6-week move, and then it looked like we were going to get a bull flag with continuation, and then the Hillary tweet stopped it dead in the water, and we saw a bearish break. So we've got $300 psychological resistance, and we've got the 10-week moving average support. That's what the bulls bounced off of. That's going to ascend next week. We need to keep an eye on this level, as that's going to be a tightening range, in my opinion, between this support and that $300 resistance. So let's check out how XBI correlates with IBB. And there's certainly differences between them. Most notably, let's look at the weekly here first. XBI had a higher low and higher high trend over the spring months, March through July. And looking at IBB, we had lower highs and lower lows. So that right there is a big fundamental difference in this weekly chart, with XBI being more bullish. But now let's look at XBI on the daily. So we had the same little double top, 64.95, 64.89, big drop, bulls bouncing, and tightening range Friday compared to Thursday. So we'll be watching the range of Friday, 60.17 and 61.76. The weekly time frame, adding to that top, is that 100-week moving average resistance at 64.84. So the range is a lot clearer here on XBI just because we have that moving average at the top. So we've got the 50-week and the 10-week moving average supports and that 100-week resistance. That's the channel we're watching, and it's going to give us a midterm viewpoint into what to expect for the biotech sector. If we lose the 10-week moving average support, we're looking to the downside. And if we break out and turn that 100-week into support, we're looking for a nice potential midterm trend change as we're seeing lower highs, bulls trying to turn that around, but that double top certainly not helping things. So let's see now LABU and LABD. So the bulls had that big hurt. Double top there as well. Rejected from the upper Bollinger Band. Big dump, but we bounced off the 50-day moving average support. Pretty much the same story as both IBB and XBI. The range within Thursday's trading range. Weekly chart, 10-week moving average support. We're watching the 50-week resistance as it drops down here on LABU. LABD is going to be looking more different, obviously, as it's inverse. And LABD rejecting from the upper Bollinger Band resistance, trying to get a shorter term uptrend going off of $20 psychological support. So we bounced off 20, set a little bounce attempt high, higher low, lower high tightening range that had a bearish break, but we bounced off that $20 level again, and we did get above the last bounce attempt high. So now the bulls are trying to shift this trend. The Bollinger Bands are going to begin to open up after getting tighter and tighter. And as long as the bulls on LABD hold the 10-day and the middle Bollinger Band, they will be in control of the shorter term time frame. A loss of those levels means the bulls are heading back to test those double tops of resistance. Weekly time frame, bullish reversal candlesticks the last few weeks, they have been confirmed. We need follow through, and you can see very clearly in a downtrend in 2016, or at least from February. And it's going to take a lot for the bulls to reverse that trend. We're going to have to get over 48.78, with 48.74 make that, which is pretty much a 100% move from here. So not looking for any trend changes for LABD anytime soon. The 10-week moving average resistance will be a key resistance level to keep an eye on. And then that middle Bollinger Band is a very key level. You can see it acting as support, rejection, rejection, acting as resistance once we lost that level as support. So that's going to be a key gauge on any bullish move on the weekly time frame in terms of strength. So let's now look at IBB on the hourly, and we can see that double top, then the big dump after the Hillary tweet, huge volume, lower high was set, another dump, bullish reversal hammer, did see some nice upside, and Monday is going to be important, so this is a different way of looking at that tightening range. We saw it on Thursday and Friday daily chart, but you can see here we've got our high, our low, lower high, higher low, and trading pretty much straight within that range by the end of the day on Friday. So Monday, if we break 287.84, it's going to be a higher high and an attempt at a reversal on this hourly downtrend. But if we break this consolidation low down here of 282.55, it will be a lower low, and we'll be looking back at the low of the dump. So that pretty much is Friday's range, and you can see it now a little bit more drawn out. And we're going to be watching that range very closely for an indication of where we are headed next week in the biotech sector, and Monday will likely give us a clear picture of that unless we see a very tight range on Monday, which I would doubt would occur. So that's what we're looking at on the biotech sector. Lots to be watching, but the bulls have to break that double top to continue to the upside, and we're watching LABD to maintain 10-day and middle Bollinger Band daily supports. I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in next weekend. Have a great rest of your weekend.